Good morning, my woken people. How y'all doing? It's about 5:06 in the morning. Just ready to train like a villain. Sorry I haven't done no videos. Of course, I don't do nothing during the week. Sorry, I'm messing with my mustache. There's a lot of things going on. First of all, I want to thank everybody for joining me. Um, I've been getting a lot more subscribers, more viewers, and actually more comments and not nothing bad or nothing, just more of they people just want to know how I came up with the name. People want to know how am I talking about God but yeah having videos of smoking weed and all this good stuff, and uh I want to clear the air on one thing. A lot of the videos that I do about God is from what I feel, what I think, and of course, what I've learned over the years growing up as an apostolic member. Okay. And yeah, I'm talking about God and all that, but at the same time, I'm still dealing with my own sins, with my own temptations, with my own trials that I go through. I'm not perfect. No one's perfect in this world. I let you guys know that right now. I'll be the first one to tell you you are not perfect. Only Jesus is perfect. Uh, I am working on it, but at the end of the day, I don't owe y'all no explanation. So it is what it is. Only God knows, and that's all that matters. It's not being ignorant. It's not being prideful, or it's not being a childish. It's just honestly, I've been smoking for a long time, and hey, it's hard for me to quit. And I've done harsher things, I've done bad things in my life, and those you would think those were harder to overcome, but they weren't. And like I said, I still pray to God. I still read my Bible. I still talk to Him. I still worship with Him in music and all that. So, you know, God's going to use my potential, and I get it. A lot of people don't like that. It's very confusing. I'm not a two face or a hypocrite. I just call it like I see it, and I will be. Man, why is my mustache thick right here? I'm sorry. um, you know, it's just a lot of people. We all do bad things behind closed doors. I've always been the type, as long as I can remember, I've never hide anything behind closed doors. I've always been the type that, whatever I do with anybody, I ain't scared to show it. I ain't scared, I lived that thug mafia mentality, like I didn't care. I don't care. You know what I mean? It's not like I said, it doesn't make it any better or worse, but that's just me, I'm the type that I don't have nothing to hide. I'm an open book, and so, yes, I do smoke weed. I have been cutting down. Now that I'm 30 years old, I'm trying to get my health in order, even though I haven't even started doing near a good job. But I'm diabetic, so my sugar goes crazy up and down, and so it is what it is. I smoke weed because it helps me relax when I have a panic mode. Where my sugar's high as hell and I'm shaky and I'm out of it. I smoke, it calms me down. But like I said, I know a lot of people don't agree with it, but that's just me. One day I will stop completely, but until then, hey, I know, I pray to God every day. I still ask Him for forgiveness. I still ask Him to give me the, uh, how can I say, give me the courage and give me the strength and the will to stop. And he has, honestly. I've slowed down a lot, from way before, from back then till over 3 years ago. When I first met my girl, and so I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But yeah, so that's all though. People have been asking me about that, and although some family members, excuse me, although some family members don't like it, but hey, it's me. I do love God, and there's nothing that's gonna stop me from worshiping God, talking about God, helping people. You know what I mean? No matter if I smoke or not. You know what I mean? Like I love God with the fullest, and smoke. I don't think. smoking or what anybody does for that matter should define who they are. You know what I mean? I know the saying that old saying that it's not who you are underneath, but it's what you do that defines you. Well, honestly, I'm a let's just say I'm 50-50 on that because I do like that quote. That is a cool quote. But yeah. So let's cut it. I'm getting ready to do my other videos. The last three videos I made, it was about faith. Now I'm talking about sacrifices. I don't want to get into details because tomorrow or later on today, I should say, I'm going to be making a video. It's a part three video. I was going to make it to two parts, but it's just so much stuff to talk about and so much deep into it. I want to talk about the sacrifices. Pretty much, the first video is going to be about what is sacrifices, how does it favor, how do we use it, as far as what does it contain, and stuff like that. The second video is going to be about Jesus' sacrifice when he came to this earth, what he's done for us. Okay, and I don't want to get deep and more into it. And then the third video is what we should be sacrificing. Okay, and I'm really excited for part two and part three. The first video is more of an intro of the introduction of sacrifice, but I do make some good points on it. Of course, I got scriptures for you guys, and I hope you guys like it. I'm trying my best. I pray to God to help me. I look it up. You know, so I do it around my work. Because it's quiet and there's no one around to bother me, so I can just focus on my study. Do my rounds at work real quick and do what I got to do, and then yeah. So that's it's coming along. Sometimes there's certain things that I gotta Google because I don't understand. Sometimes I gotta look up words. I like to get more deep into it. And plus I don't have my Bible with me. I'm using the apps on the phone. So yeah, if you're asking me why I'm biting my nails, it's just a bad habit. It's not even a bad habit. I don't even know why people say that biting your nose is a bad habit. I don't see how. Doesn't show that you're lying. Doesn't show that you're nervous. It's just, I don't know. I just like to do it. Shit, when I was younger, I used to eat my nails. Anyways, so yeah, so that's my second my videos I'm working on is about sacrifice. So I hope you guys like that. So a few people has been asking me, people that I actually know, and even a few people on YouTube, and it was funny because I got a letter from my brother. Uh, Not to throw my brother's business out like that, but that fool's busted, and so he's gonna be doing a long, long, long time. And it was so funny because all this week, since Friday, today's Monday, so since ever since Wednesday, I got a comment from one of the videos that I've done, and even funny videos. If you go through my YouTube channel, I have them categorized. Some from Church Talk. It's just me. Then I have my church, and I have documentaries and movies, and just stupid stuff like that, right? Well, somebody went through my funny one, and they asked me, how did you come up with Woken Joe? And then it so happens my brother, after all these people these past couple of days asking me, my brother write me, because I did tell him, I started this YouTube channel about a year ago, and well, about 2 years ago actually. And but even though a long time ago when YouTube first started, I had so many videos, but they were a different name, different account. I can't get into it, so I can't find none of it. So I had to do a new one, which was about 3 years ago, but I never actually went on it. I just saved videos that I liked, and then I just started going back on it because my stepdaughter was doing them. So I figured, why not? You know what I mean? So I started doing stuff, and I got more deep into it. And then once I started getting more into church last year or like 2 3 years ago, that's when I was like, you know what? Like in my head, I've always wanted to do what I'm doing now, being able to make funny videos, rap videos, talk about God, talk about this and that, and just whatever. And so that's what I'm doing. I know a lot of people that you guys see on YouTube has fancy computers, microphones, and whatnot, and they make their show look interesting. I'm just using what I have in front of me, and that's my phone, and two apps, a voice app and a video edit app, so I can cut stuff off and this and that. But lately, I haven't been able to do that because I don't have no room on my phone. And it's funny, I only have like a couple of pictures and videos, but whatever. I guess it's the phone. I gotta get a memory card or something. I don't know. Yeah. So everybody's been asking me, about my name, and let me give you a little quick history on my name. Okay. Of course, my real name's Joe, Joseph Joe, whatever. Um. Okay. I was when I lost my first YouTube channel. I, it was like whatever, right? And then I was going through some stuff, and when I was doing YouTube videos, like I was doing videos when the Tourette's guy first came out, Cholo Adventures, and all these people that were barely doing it. Like it wasn't YouTube wasn't when I started doing YouTube, it wasn't how it is today. You weren't getting paid. You were just doing funny and posting them because it was funny. It was fun to do. Pranks and all that stuff. And man, like I had so many subscribers. I had about maybe a good 20,000 subscribers and so many videos and all that. But YouTube at the time wasn't as big as it is today, nowhere near big as today. I don't know if people remember that transgender that would cry, leave Britney alone. Yeah, that's when I was doing YouTube back at that time. So, and it just all this weird stuff was going on and da da da. And well, I was in a point in my life where I was doing bad and I was broken. Let's put it that way. And so my first YouTube channel was called Broken Joe, and and anybody that knows me or listens to me very carefully, I do like wrestling, and everybody that knows the Hardy Boys, well, Matt Hardy when he was in TNA, he made this character called Broken Matt, and I thought it was cool as hell. His character was like Bray Wyatt, Undertaker, and say a very smart, intelligent man wrapped in one. And he was broken though. His character was like broken. He was just like it was like Sting when his character went into mourning when NWO took over WCW like that. It was like, but in personally in my life, I was going through some messed up stuff. I was on drugs, I was going through a lot of ups and downs. At the time, I didn't really care about Christ to realize where my life was headed. Didn't matter what path I was going, and this went on for years. And then, you know, uh, woke me up one day, and I started after everything came to pass. I started realizing that a lot of things I would see, a lot of things I would hear, was just like okay, growing up, I had to learn how to read people. I can look at you and I can tell if you're bullshitting me. I can look at you and know if you're lying or not. I can bullshit you. You can try to bullshit me all you want, but you can try to put a smile on all you want. But I know you're going through sorrow. I know, people that fake, act like they're hurt and all that, and really there's nothing wrong with them. Like I know how to read people great. It's a gift. And I'm glad I was able to have this gift. Because it helped me a lot in life. And so I would listen to people, and I would call them out. And I don't know, I just felt like every day till now in my life, God has opened my eyes. I seen things in a different view. And so it so happens when all this is going on, Matt Hardy had retired, and out of the cool blue air, he and the him and Jeff Hardy goes back to WrestleMania, and they end up winning the World Heavyweight titles, the tag team titles. I mean, and then what's funny enough is that his character changed. When he was in TNA, I told you how he was broken mad, right? Well, because he went to WWE, copyrights and all this other stuff. So instead of broken Matt, they call him Woken Matt Hardy. And I thought that was cool. So I was like, that's just like me. I'm woken. God woke me up. I see things more clearly than ever. And it was funny because my girl, when I got this YouTube channel, originally my name was Broken Joe. I have put it back to Broken Joe because I wanted some of the viewers to remember me. Some of my viewers are, oh yeah, that's him. And she was, and my life was already going great. I was already sobered up and all that. And then I told my girl the name of my YouTube channel, which was Broken Joe, and it was so cute. She's like, my girl was so cute. She was all like you're broken. I thought I fixed you. Like, I thought you were happy. And like, because the word broken is usually negative and bad and sad, and that shit was funny because because I was with her for a year and a half at that point when I first started it. So, she thought I was happy, and I guess she thought I was miserable or sad or something, going through shit. And I was like, no, it's just a name. And so when Matt Hardy had came out, I was like, okay, Broken Joe, I get it. Or Woken Joe, I get it. Woken Matt Hardy, Woken Joe. I was like, that's dope because, like I said, God did open my eyes. I do see a lot of things more. I mean, I've always seen things clear, but I see things clear more than ever now that I'm more closer with God and all that. And so that's how I got my name, Woken Joe. I was gonna go on my hood name, Happy Local. I was gonna put Mr. Happy Local, but no, I'd rather be. I didn't want that. You know what I mean? I just want to be woken. I'm woken. I see the truth. I don't see bullshit no more. I don't. I don't. I read between the lines. You know what I mean? Like I always tell people, my brain is a big bat computer. When I look at something, I zoom it out like Tony Stark, and I look at every little thing. So that's why I'm glad able to have the name that I do have and all that. But yeah, that's the story how I got my name. Like I said, I was going through a rough time, and so I was broken, but God has delivered me, and now I see more clear, and now I'm more open. I'm more awake than ever. So my eyes are open, and it's funny too because when I told my brother that, I told him, "Yeah, so stay woke," and he started busting up laughing. He's like, "How the hell you come up with that?" I was like, "Well, never heard of Charles Gambino?" He started saying that, so I started saying that. Stay woke, you know what I mean? But I always tell people stay woke. It. I always tell people stay woke as far as the to pay attention because I don't a lot of people don't pay attention of the world what's going on today. A lot of people think that or it doesn't concern them. People don't think like no, like honestly, you people need to wake up and smell the roses. Wake up and smell the coffee. Like you need to open your eyes. You need to realize that hey, you know what? There's things in this world that's just ain't right, and you know a lot of people are gonna say, well, yeah, that's true, but I want to mention you got to see it in a religious standpoint. Everything that's going on, it says it in the Bible. There's a reason why the Bible is the oldest book on earth. Okay, you never find anything older as the Bible. If you do, why don't you hit me up, holla at me? But honestly, there's nothing in the Bible that's older. And it's just a lot of people don't understand everything that's going on with Donald Trump and just how the way the road is. It's just awful. You need to stay woke. You guys need to stay open. So that's how I got my name, and I suggest you guys stay woke. But yeah, that's how I got my name.